Hello. So I want to talk about the deliver step of the five-star approach. So the three steps again are open, deliver, follow up. You need to memorize those, and so that you can do them over and over again every day. And just as an aside, they work for every relationship. So you'll of course apply them a little bit differently in each relationship. But primarily, I wanted to talk about how to apply the deliver step for your relationship with your significant other. So um, you've done the open step. You've made a plan together of what you're going to do, and so you've created an expectation for this person, your partner. And when you go to do it, make sure that you do it right. So you're going to reflect back on. And you may have even had to write it down. If you're the write it down person, that's great too. um, and you're going to do what you said you were going to do. So if you don't do this step, you're pretty much hosed, right? If you forget the open step or the follow up step, you might just be merely wasting your time. If you forget this step, damage, right? You could be doing damage. So, um, one thing I had to learn between Peach and I was um, to be on time. And especially like if we were going to go on a date or we were going to have somebody over for dinner, like a lot of the time I would show up at the last possible second and I'd be dirty because I'd been climbing or hiking or, running or whatever. And I'd be like, okay, ready to go? And she'd be like, yeah, but you're not. And before I thought, that's fine because it was okay with me, but it wasn't okay with her. So that may sound like I'm the most insensitive, dumbest, like person in the whole world, and that very well could be the case. And that's why I'm telling you that it worked for me, and so it can work for you. This is the deliver step. Um, Now, the other half of the deliver step, so you're doing it right. The other half of what makes it unique, the five-star approach, is that you're checking in with your significant other. You're saying, hey, is this a five-star experience for you? Am I doing it right? Is this totally amazing for you? Huh? And if they respond, yeah, this is great. You're giving the shoulder massage, the foot massage. You're making the sandwich. Oh, what kind of jam do you want? Did you want honey jam? Like, oh, did you want crunchy or creamy? Like, of course, you work with the limitation of reality. There are only, you've only got cream. So it's like, I only got cream. But you could, if you've got some peanuts somewhere, you could throw them in there. Like, use what you've got, use your creativity, and of course you're working with what you've got. I would not recommend 100% of the time trying to bend over backwards and always running to the grocery store in order to do every single five-star experience, because you're going to burn out, you're going to run out of energy, you're going to run out of money. So you want to figure out the ones that you can do very quickly and easily. You don't want to always pin yourself down under a heavy rock where you're like, oh my goodness, like this is going to take me 6 weeks to do. Like, that's not one five-star experience. That's a whole bunch of them. So if you're like, hey, well, what would be a five-star experience, and your significant other's like, oh, I think you could paint the house, like just paint all the inside of the house. Oh, okay. Well, great. You know, I'm looking for something that I can do for you within the next 15-20 minutes. What if I painted, um, one baseboard trim? Or what if we made a plan for a budget for our painting? You know, would that be a five-star experience? They're like, yeah, yeah. So right, so that's one step towards. Or what if we decided, to make a list of where we're going to start, where we're going to do after that, or so making a plan, whatever. You're breaking it down into chunks, and then you're like, okay, well, what if tonight, when the kids are in bed, we painted one wall, you know, or what if we taped off one wall? So you're breaking it down so that it takes no more than an hour or two maximum, because you won't be able to do 3 to 5 of these per day if each one is 2 hours, right? unless maybe it's a weekend. But break them down into tiny pieces. And that happens mostly in the open step. And just know, like, scope creep, that term that means don't let it be like, oh, like, and then oh, can you also do this? Oh, can you go, mow the lawn, and can you wash the windows? And you like, no, this is one 5-star experience, and you're like, oh, actually, yeah, like if that would also be a 5-star experience for you, I would love to do it. I'm going to finish this first, and then we can talk about it. Or while I'm doing this, we can talk about the next one if you're a multitasker. So breaking it down, making them small, avoiding scope creep. My daughter's knocking on the door. I don't know why, but anyway, um, I will go create a 5-star experience for my daughter now, and let you do your deliver. Do what you said you're going to do, and check in and make sure you're on track. That's it.